Greg, thank you very much for coming in and agreeing to have this conversation about the amazing set of drawings that from the Don Binney estate.
Don Binney always was a drawer, he was a painter, of course, but you can kind of see it with his background in design. As a child, he was an ardent drawer of birds, of cartoons, of historical scenes. He was someone that always had a pen in hand. He did say that it was actually drawing that actually revitalised him. It was by going to drawing that he found the way forward as a painter. So it was sort of a very dynamic, active presence, I think you could say, in his creative personality.
There's an apparent simplicity to this, a profile view of the bird, almost like a sort of Renaissance portrait.
He's slightly stylised the bird. He's not trying to be kind of an ornithologist in a card-carrying, conventional kind of way. He's turned it into something he feels as a shape.
He's not drawing the individual plumage, but he's using the paper to give that effect of softness of the feathers. It's a beautiful rendition.
On one hand, he was always after simplicity and after kind of almost realising the essence of the form, reducing it to its core. But then he also, I think, loved just the way minute effects can sort of change the way you look at something. One thing that became apparent to me when I was working on the book, Don Binney Flight Path, was the way he was never completely conventional in the way he approached anything. And although he loved ornithology, he wasn't like a kind of a sort of an authentic, rule-obeying ornithologist. He was actually someone that sort of always saw it from his own point of view. So he'd always take what he wanted and leave out what he didn't want, because I think he was just in love with birds, and going out to look at birds was an act of love for him. It's about being in a place, feeling a subject, responding to it, and the art dealing with that. It's sort of moving. It's almost like the whole thing's been hit by sunlight. Yeah. So you get glare, and these sort of little headland things are sort of floating like islands or clouds. And yeah, there's something beautifully incomplete about this drawing. I suspect he probably got it that far and thought that was perfect, and then moved on to the next page in the sketchbook. He really had a very fine sense of place, and a kind of a sort of impulse to respond to it and record it, and that was part of being there, I think, for him. This drawing is intrinsically part of him being in that place. He couldn't have been there without that drawing happening almost.